Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us.
Hi, Hotties. Welcome to Hot Women Wanted podcast. I am Julie Strauss-Gridley, joined by my fellow Hotties and co-hosts Julie Cola and Meredith Young. We truly are lifelong best friends. We have grown up together and we're now sweating through it all together. And as we say, we have been through it all. We talk about it all, from hot flashes to our Bravo hot topics and everything in between. And reality TV is the only thing getting us through these days. So welcome. As everybody can see on their screens, hopefully, we have a fantastic Guest Hottie with us today. We have Gibson Johns, who is the host of the amazing podcast, my favorite podcast, Gabbing with Gib. And he's also a huge content creator in the reality TV space. So we are enormous fans. Welcome, Gibson, to Hot Women Wanted.
Hey, Gibson, I just want you to know that Julie Strauss-Greeley is bowing down to you now. You are celebrity to her.
Oh my God! Say more.
Truly,
gas me up. Oh
I think every episode she's referenced your podcast.
Honestly, every episode to the point where it's
so
like,
nice.
I don't want to mention Gabbing with Gib again, but as Gib says.
Well,
what can I say?
I feel honored to be amongst these hotties and just be an honorary hottie for the night.
We love it.
It's my pleasure.
We love
Gibson,
it. So,
we also have once heard from one of our adoring TikTokers that they asked us who the hot one was.
They literally said, "I don't get it. Who's the hot one?"
Which one's the hot
all
one?
of them.
We're in
There's no
midlife,
wrong
buddy.
answer. Please.
Exactly.
Get fucking real.
Barely holding it together in midlife, so we're all hot. Anyway,
I see 3 hotties on my screen, so
Thank you. We're going to take that. So anyway, I want to jump right in with you because I know your time is so valuable and we cannot wait to get all of your hot takes.
Yes.
So for our listeners, we're going to focus on the 3 most active shows right now, which is SLC, Beverly Hills, and we're going to wrap up with Traitors, which is, I think, bringing it, but I'll save it for the conversation. But let's start with SLC. I guess what I really kind of want to start with, and for listeners, we have all viewed through reunion number 2. So reunion number 3 is going to air tonight. I mean, my initial take is, where do we go from here? Because we've got like Meredith Lisa versus the universe, like versus everyone else on the cast. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's like I always used to say about Salt Lake that they were sort of like old Roni, where they could like argue at night and then have breakfast together and be laughing the next morning. But something feels different this year, and I don't know if that's true in terms of how them being able to move forward, because they understood always that like Housewives is about moving forward and resolving conflict. Yeah. But something feels deeper right now, and I don't know. I honestly don't know what the fix is, and it's hard because I really, like, to me, Salt Lake is a show that they all feel like essential and more essential at different times than others, but like they all feel like this like kind of fucked up puzzle that all fits together really nicely. And the puzzle's a little bit broken right now, but I don't know how I don't know how you put it back together.
Yeah, I don't know how you put it back together either.
Yeah.
And
it does feel like each of the franchises like jump the shark at a certain point where it's like they can make up, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, they cannot make up. And you saw it with New York, you saw it with New Jersey. Sadly, I think we're starting to see it with Salt Lake City. That I don't know how you come back.
I actually think Salt Lake City had a fantastic season. Like, I thought it was a great season, a really, really good season. At the end, with the Meredith, I love Meredith Marks. I want her on my television, but she was angry a lot, and then that whole plane thing that we never saw. I really don't love it. Something that happens off camera, because it becomes such a big part of the conversation, and then we don't know what happened between that and the reunion. Talking what Meredith threw at us, that the anti-Semitism bombshell. Where did that happen? You know what I mean? That's off camera.
Yeah, it's like I loved the first half of this season, and the second half I thought was like way too repetitive about the plane thing. Yeah. Especially because we didn't see it, like you said. Right. And so I think that's an issue with this cast, where it's sort of like, I've always liked that it's a show about a show. Like, it's sort of this meta thing where they're so conscious of the cameras and the characters they're playing and stuff. And I think that sort of separates it. But then it's also become the show about digging things up on people and drama that happened off camera, and they hold on to it for 3 years and they bring it out when it's convenient.
Yeah.
And that's a slippery slope, and I think they need to rein it back in that regard. Like, I think Housewives are at their best when it's like a really good balance of funny and drama. And we're talking about, but it's all based out of something that we saw as an audience that like is usually something that is like really unserious, but it can turn into something more serious, you know?
Right.
But
Right.
I like seeing it. I really do like seeing it.
Yeah, and I think it was such an interesting production choice that they had these two things come up. The plane, again, we didn't see it. We talked about it for 4 episodes, and then 2 reunions we've been talking about it.
Yeah.
And then the thing that Meredith brought up with Brittany, it's like, where's the production choice there? Like, how do you, as a producer of this show, because we know from Brittany, not from Meredith, Brittany brought up on the couch, well, we went and met with production. We talked about this particular incident. I think she said, it was hard to kind of decipher. I think Brittany said last week, Meredith and I hugged it out. I was cradling her. We made up. It's like, where's the choice when you're looking at a season as a producer to not air this? It seems crazy to me.
I know. I think that they didn't want to talk about this anti-Semitism thing. I think that it's a little like, and it's not fun.
Too hot.
It's not fun to watch that. It's too hot.
It's not.
And it's like, even Meredith bringing it up, it's like, you know, I think that here's the thing about Meredith. Like, I think that when she brings something like this up, I think that she fully believes everything she's saying. I don't think that Meredith views herself as like a liar or somebody who's going to bring this up.
Agreed.
Like out of thin air. And then I also think that Brittany's story, there are probably elements of that are also true, which is like, no, like, we actually did contact this guy to ask, like, you know, I believe that, like, the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think that Meredith probably pushed it too far by accusing Brittany herself of being anti-Semitic. You know, I believe that this guy, this nail tech, clearly, like, where there's, like, he is fucked up.
Yeah.
And I don't think Meredith's going to drop somebody just out of the blue because it's not true, you know? But, but even that moment it's not good TV, you know? And it's like this...
You know what it is, too? She's a master deflector. She's a lawyer, right? So we were talking about the plane, and then she threw that one out, and before you knew it, no one's talking about the plane anymore.
Yeah,
that's true.
Right.
But I will say this. Heather, to me, she's gone from my favorite to my least favorite on this franchise.
This season for me, too.
She's a holier than thou. She had that moment of the, you know, text, receipts, and she wants that moment again. She's looking for it, so she's constantly diving into these moments with, like, force, and it's just, it comes off wrong. I mean, she comes off unlikable this season.
She's producing. She's producing herself.
I agree, and I think that Meredith, I think that Heather has always produced a little bit, but I think it's ratcheted up to a different level this season, and she would not let go of the Meredith thing, even though it didn't involve her at all. You know?
Right,
and,
it didn't involve her, right.
Like you weren't like Brittany forgave her or wanted to at least move forward with her, and Heather couldn't let it go and wouldn't meet with Meredith one-on-one. And at a certain point, that's where it tells me, though, because Heather was so good at this, where it was like, let's move forward, let's resolve this. She would not let it go. No. And she didn't know how to move things. I think she's the reason why it got stuck in the mud. That's what I think.
I think you're right.
They were never going to get it out of Meredith. They were never going to get what they wanted to get out of her.
And also,
you know?
What are we even getting at this point? I mean, I think last week...
I don't know.
At first I thought it was like a 4-hour plane ride where you're watching 2 movies. I mean, Crazy Rich Asians is over 2 hours long. And we know that that's movie number 1, okay?
Good point.
But then last week on the couch, it's like, it's just during the descent. I'm like, I don't know about you, but
it made no sense.
I mean,
the story changes.
The descent
that
is like
story
5
really
minutes,
changed.
and you're not getting
and
enough to go to the bathroom.
And I think the story changing from every point of view. Yeah, it's just...
It was like, what are we even
we didn't
talking
see
about?
It, and we'll never know. And we'll
I
never know.
And by the way, Gibson, I've seen Crazy White Asians and...
Rich Asians.
Whatever. Crazy Rich Asians. I can't even remember the name, much less the ending. If anybody ever asked me the ending,
when they were quizzing her on the
never
ending?
remember.
No, Meredith, I agree. I did not remember that either.
I know.
And it's a great movie, but I don't remember
It's a great movie.
And I just hate, I hate also when housewives kind of make a pact also off camera. And this is me speaking to the Lisa and Meredith piece of it. So let's talk a little bit about Lisa Barlow. I hate when they make a pact. Yeah. I don't even know how much love is left for the two of them. Like, really? Like, I don't know that I'm watching a real, genuine friendship as much as I'm watching, we need to have each other's backs because we're not with the rest of the cast, but so we're going to be a team. It's like, then nothing can materialize and nothing can grow from that. Like, and Lisa kind of falls to me as like the Teresa Giudice camp and like an Alexia. She's like so defensive, that her back is up in the first 5 minutes. She can't hear anything, whether it's true or not. She can't take it in. It's like her back is up. So that to me also is like stumbling block number 2. Like if you're going to be this little duo, there's no truth is going to see the light of day. So I'm just not sure where we go from here. I hope they can figure this out.
Yeah.
I know. It's hard because it's like, people could never, like, I love all these women, but people could really never make me hate Lisa and Meredith. Like, there's just something about them that I am just so drawn to, you know? And I
Right.
everything you just said is accurate, right? Like, that's clearly what we're watching. But there's just something about it, and I don't know. I totally agree. It very much feels like they're all kind of sticks in the mud, and they're not not budging on certain things. And even like, because it's funny because even Lisa absolutely had some moments in this reunion where she's her usual sort of blowing up, like not hearing anything kind of self. Yeah. But she also came into this reunion having moments where she was kind of like eerily calm. The moment in part 2 where she's sort of just like staring off, you know, it's sort of like that Ramona moment where she just sort of like is staring and like even the other women had an issue with that because then backstage they're like, she came in like wanting to not give us what we wanted, and she didn't give us the reaction we wanted, and they even have a problem with that. It's like, so either way, like nobody can win in everyone's eyes, and it's just I think one of the ways that you fix this truly is just giving them like a slightly bigger break between seasons, because Salt Lake City just like jumps right back into filming usually, and it just feels like it's sort of how I feel about like Kyle Richards on Beverly Hills, where like she's been in it for so long that she has not been able to like come up for air at all. Yeah. And I actually don't blame her for that. Like, she's been in this for 15 years. I think these women have been on this like hamster wheel for 6 seasons now. Yeah. And I think if you give them 3 extra months to just like live their lives and be with their families and do some other things, like I actually think it's a huge boon for the show and their dynamic, and it just like takes some of the temperature, turns the temperature down a little bit, you know?
Yeah. That's a really good point.
Might I say that on Saturday night, Meredith Marks is DJing in Austin, and I will be there with my team Merisher.
Oh, you better be there.
I am
supporting
VIP pass.
Big Mare. Oh, there we go.
I'm bringing caviar. My friend that I'm going with is wearing the tracksuit. Like, we are going all out.
What does the VIP
tracksuit
pass get you?
I think we just meet them. I think Mark.
Oh, you're meeting her.
Oh, you are meeting her, Mare?
I'm meeting her.
Okay, that's amazing. Meredith is very friendly. I've met her several times. She's very nice, and I think if you show her the caviar, that's game over.
We're bringing the caviar.
The caviar and the tracksuit, the Brooks tracksuit.
You're
like speaking directly to her mom heart. Like, she's going to absolutely love you. Before we kind of move on from SLC, I want to know your thoughts. Let's talk about Bronwyn a little bit.
Yes, I was just going to say that.
Because Bronwyn, I love. She's another one. Like, I don't want her off my screen. I love her as a housewife. I think she's one of the best new housewives on any franchise in years, I think. I love I could listen to, like, I almost need Bronwyn to do a book on tape. Like, I could listen to the way she should do the Calms app, Jules, for when we can't sleep. Like, she just, like, there's something about the way she speaks, and there's like a little to it, and it's all kind of makes sense. And before I know it, she's like wrapped me up in like this cozy blanket of her voice, and I'm like, I believe everything you say. And then the next second, she speaks out of the other side of her mouth. So, like, tell me what your thoughts on her are.
I agree. She's an amazing addition to the show, and she's incredibly smart and incredibly savvy. Yes. And almost in a way that, like, sometimes is like to her detriment in a weird way on this show, where it's like, I think it's hard almost sometimes for them to get on the same page as her in a weird way. Like, but she's also had moments where she's not a reliable narrator, and her delivery is so, convincing and articulate, and she's so smart. But there are moments where she's been proven to not be telling the truth, and there are moments where you question her story. And I actually, you know, it makes it a little bit for a frustrating experience, but I actually think that's actually good for her in the long run. And I think I've said this before on my podcast, where it's like, sometimes when somebody has like a perfect first 2 or 3 seasons, it just builds them up and up and up. And one, the other women get threatened. Mm-hmm. So inevitably they're going to try to take that person down. And so if you're built up completely, nothing against you in your first couple seasons, that fall is going to be pretty hard. And I think that with Bronwyn to sort of have this kind of bumpy ascent to, like, you know, her 3rd season next year, I actually think it's good for her, because she knows what it's like to get some of the backlash and to have a difficult time breaking into the group and ups and downs with individual people. So I really like Bronwyn as a person and as a housewife, but I like that it has not been perfect for her. I like that.
Me too. Also, she's very smart and quick on her feet, and she can take on Meredith Marks. So tonight,
totally.
I don't know
And
if you've
Lisa.
seen. I don't know if you saw it. We haven't seen tonight's episode. We don't have.
I have not.
You know. Okay, so I saw she takes on Meredith, and she really goes toe to toe with her. I'm curious to see, because it's hard to take on Meredith. Meredith is,
it's hard to take on Meredith, and it's also funny because there are moments on the season, and their relationship is not a big focus ever, but I actually think that, like, they could be really good friends in a weird way. Like, you know, it's like they both, like, they
could
have
be like a
certain
great
things
duo.
in common.
Yeah.
But, like, they're in this moment where they're obviously not. And it's just so funny because I almost wish I could see them as good friends.
Yes.
And it's going to take a minute if we ever get there.
Yeah. I agree. I think that's so funny because I think a lot of the strengths that they each bring are similar. Like,
Totally.
They bring a lot of the same positive stuff to the cast and to the show. I love Bronwyn.
I love
I don't
Bronwyn.
know.
I will just, we can end this segment with the beloved Mary, who...
we love Mary.
Beloved...
She had a great season.
The voice of reason.
I don't care if
voice
she
of
has a
reason.
cult. I'm going to the church to pray with her. Like, that woman has my heart. Like, she is...
We were like, we are making a trip to that church. I mean, I cannot
Totally.
wait
And
for
listen,
Mary to pray over
like,
me.
Everything from that I would say 85 to 90% of that documentary was stuff we knew already. And it was stuff that I guess as a fandom, we had just decided to move on from. And I can't really explain why.
I know.
But we did. And she came back and we all felt like in love with her in a way that we didn't before. Yeah. And I just think that she had built up so much goodwill in the past couple
really
years
has.
that it's like impossible. Like at BravoCon, you guys, like she was Madonna. Like she was the one. Like the one.
She was.
Like, everywhere she went, it was screams, it was standing ovations, it was, oh my God, Mary. It's even the other Bravo celebrities. Like there is something about her that is like
She's a cult leader. She's a fabulous cult leader.
Oh my God.
Although I have a question for you. Is Mary an unreliable narrator? Because we do have the quote, "No, Meredith, it was a lot longer than that." But no, Mary, it was just the descent. So what was it?
What's this plane
I don't
circling for
know.
25 minutes? No, I trust Mary. And listen, I have to
don't
say
know.
this. I will say this. 4 episodes ago or 5 episodes ago, if Mary had been saying, you know what, I fell asleep and I really didn't see it, I would have called this into a lot more question. The fact that she, throughout the whole thing, has said, no, I know what I saw. I saw it with my own eyes. And by the way, Meredith, for nothing else, it's not about the show. It's not even about narrative. I'm worried about you, like as a friend.
Yeah.
That's been the only thing actually in the latest episodes that's kind of keeping me there. Like something happened. And really the only reason I think so is because of Mary. It's not, I hate to say it, it's not Whitney Rose. And
No, it's definitely not Whitney.
it's not Heather. I mean, it's really Mary keeping me there, like something
It was Mary. But then this whole descent thing threw me. So I don't think it's
Yeah, me
as
too.
long as we all thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
and I also just think that Mary, I totally agree that that is a convincing element. I don't think she's been a very good friend to Meredith though in this season.
No.
So it is complicated, but I'm sure something happened. Like there's
One more thing, Gibson. I think it's impossible in this day and age that nobody filmed it. I think it's impossible. That's all TikTok is. It's people acting crazy on a plane. So how is there no footage of this? It's baffling.
I just It's baffling. It's baffling.
It's baffling, but I really think they don't have it, or else we would have seen it. We
No, they
would have
don't
seen
have
it.
it.
I believe it. Yeah, they would
I've been
have shown
told
it.
by like several people that would know that it just does not exist.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
exist.
I believe it.
For some
I think it doesn't
reason that
exist.
we will never. It's just.
Yeah. All right.
I know, killer.
I love
Move on.
it. All right, moving on. Let's talk Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Where do I want to start here? I mean, you know what? You kind of dipped into a little bit with Kyle. So let's talk about Kyle because I think it's really pertinent in this most recent episode. You know, my sort of note to myself from last week's viewing was like, Kyle, like, truth teller or just a shitty friend? Like, we are all these years in with Kyle. She knows this game inside and out. I do feel she's a little bit on autopilot, and for all the reasons you said, totally get it.
Yeah.
But like, it was like, I felt like it was almost like a comedy routine. It was like every other scene, she was like taking the information in and then like whispering it to the person. I'm like, what's happening?
Right.
And by the way, everyone taking the bait.
Yeah.
Everyone taking the bait. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if at the end of the day, she's still sort of the queen of Beverly Hills, you know, and so it's like it's this weird. Again, I was sort of, and I like Kyle a lot, but I was just a proponent of her taking a season off or something. Again, for the reasons that I said earlier, like it just would have really benefited her.
Yeah.
And now
Let's
it's like
face it. I was going to say Kyle and Mauricio are not taking a season off.
right.
They're not.
Right. No, I mean, I agree.
Please,
It's just,
guys, you don't even know. Mauricio popped up on Housewives of Potomac. Like, he's like,
Yes.
I know. Flirting with one of them.
he's breaking
I know.
franchise now.
I know.
I'm like, isn't this the biggest real estate company in the entire United States? Like,
I know.
what is happening with this
The
man?
women
But
are
anyway,
fighting over Marcia.
We digress.
Well, it's
I
just,
want to hear.
it's all, but it's also this idea, honestly, of like, the sort of a common thought is the women who don't need housewives can sometimes make for the best ones because they're not in it for the money and they're just a little bit more free flowing. But I do think that like what's sort of forgotten in that sort of common conception is that the fame element. So like you could be the richest person in the world or the richest person on Real Housewives, but like you still want to be famous. You still like that. I feel like once you maybe like get a taste of that, it's like a drug and you need more of it and you know that you need this platform to continue it. And so like that's why Kathy Hilton's there. You know, like that's why Sutton Jack is on there.
Yeah.
That's why
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's why so many of the richest ones are there. It's not for the money. It's to be famous. And like that's what I think Mauricio got a taste of that too. He had his own show on Netflix. Like now he's gonna pop up on Potomac and this and that and like he is probably close to being like a billionaire, honestly, at this point. And like
Yeah.
he's on Potomac. You know?
It's like it was like
ridiculous.
what? I know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, what about? Oh, sorry, Jules. I was going to say, what about Tilly? Like, we love her, and like, I feel like Jennifer Tilly, and Sutton is doing her so dirty. Like that last episode was horrible.
I know. I feel like I feel like Sutton is in this place where she's like so deferential to everybody because she's like so desperate to be accepted by the girls
very hard to watch.
after the Garcelle fallout. Yeah, it's like it's just like so obvious, you know?
Yeah.
And so like the Jennifer Tilly feud thing, I just feel like Jennifer's not that good at the interpersonal stuff on this show. Like I think that she just kind of wants to be there to be funny and fashiony and like go home. And now all of a sudden she's in this like weak moment. She vented to Kyle. She probably didn't even know it was being filmed, and now it's like a storyline on the show. And her best friend in real life is not really helping her out. You know, it's kind of tough to watch.
It is.
I'm finding Sutton totally tough to watch too because I feel like if anything she should have been on a redemption arc. Like this season for Sutton should have been the redemption arc. I'm like, well, you kind of have a funny way of showing it. It's like we're biting off this hand that feeds you, this friend that has your back, that stands up for you, that is always like your sidekick, no matter how much or how little attention you give her. Which takes a lot to be that kind of a friend. And so. I don't know. And then I just feel like I can't get my hands around Sutton. It's like just when you think she sort of is going to figure this out and have some kind of a path forward, she doesn't. It's like she just can't get there.
I think it's
and by the way, we are huge Garcelle fans.
We're huge Garcelle fans.
Huge.
So
Garcelle
we were very
too.
upset when
Yeah.
she left. And I feel like
Yeah.
that was a real downfall for Sutton. It was such a bad look for her.
Yeah.
So to walk in with Jennifer Tilly, it's like a gift. It's like the audience
Exactly.
loves Jennifer
Right.
Tilly. So it's so
Totally.
easy to have a great season.
good point.
I'm walking in with the fan favorite.
Yeah.
And then she turned on her. And I'm like, that's the oddest choice. Because
Yeah.
these
Oddest
women
choice.
clearly don't like you that much. I mean, we all can see it. And to me, it's like a girl in high school who is dying to get in with the cool kids. And it's really pathetic to watch.
It is.
Yeah, and I also think that she has shown zero like ability to understand where she fucked up with Garcelle.
I know.
And
Right.
it's like it's pretty plainly obvious to so many viewers, and she's had so many opportunities to like not necessarily atone for that, but at least like offer some like grounded words about it, and she like
Yes.
refuses to do so, and
It's crazy.
there's like, so it just shows there's no self-reflection. And yeah, that's a really
Zero.
good point about Jennifer Tilly. It's like that is like served to her on a platter. Like this is like
Yeah.
such a good way
Totally.
in. And
It was a gift. A gift.
yeah,
You know.
but I think that one thing that's benefiting her is Amanda, because Amanda, Sutton was always on the lowest tier on this show compared to the other women and how they viewed her. But
Yeah.
now Amanda comes in, who's the more annoying one. She's like the more, even more of an outsider, and so
Yeah.
and so that's why Erica and Dorit are like welcoming her Sutton in, because they're like, you're better than this other Amanda chick. Like, at least we know you.
We'll take
you know,
you.
we've been
We'll
around
take
you
you.
for 5 years. No, that's literally what I think is happening right now, and it's
Yeah.
like that is a huge bonus for Sutton. Like
It is,
that's a
but
life
only
round.
if she can play it right. You know, like
Right,
time will
I
tell.
agree.
Time will tell. We're still at the
I
beginning
agree.
of the
That's a good
season,
point.
and also it's an edit. Like we're not seeing raw footage; they edit a certain way. But only if she is whatever enough. I don't want to say smart enough, because I do think Sutton's really smart. If she's
I think aware.
enough,
Yeah.
maybe to
Yeah.
play it the right way.
She's
like
not-
she
she's-
could be
she has no
playing this
EQ.
Amanda thing perfectly. Yeah, she has no EQ.
No EQ.
Yeah, it's a good
so
point.
I don't know that she
Yeah.
knows how. Like, she's not thinking. Her emotions get the best of her in the moment. Like, she can't control it. She's just mad at Jennifer Tilly, so she's mad at her, and she's going to yell at her on
Yeah.
camera. You know,
Yeah.
she has no ability to stop that in the moment and be like, wait a second.
Well, I think
you
it's
know?
insecurity. I think it's insecurity versus Rachel Zoe walks in like a pro, so confident,
Oh, love
and
her.
she's
Oh my
herself.
God.
And we're just in heaven because we love the Rachel Zoe
I died.
project, and we're getting it. I died.
Honestly,
I die.
I could watch her serve breakfast to those delicious boys at that countertop with the sun streaming in. If I don't get that every single episode, I mean, I will watch Rachel Zoe do and say anything. She's such good TV, but I don't think she can save. I don't know. There's something going on with Beverly Hills. It's like, I feel like Rachel Zoe should use this as a platform to be back on TV and get the Rachel Zoe show
Guess
back.
what? She is going to get it back because she's such a hit. I mean, I would be shocked if she doesn't get the Rachel Zoe Project 2.0 back.
Yeah.
And
I know.
watch that in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh, beyond. Like, I mean, she is definitely, to me, the highlight of the season so far.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I would hate it's like, on the one hand, I would hate for her to be like a one and done housewife, you know, like there's something like I would love to see more, but if that ends up being on another show or the reboot of the Rachel Zoe Project, like I'm also very down for that. But I just love that, like, she didn't have to come on and talk so openly about her divorce. She didn't have to be
it.
so locked in, but like I just love that she and I did not expect her to do this, but I'm just so glad she didn't feel like she was above it all and just coming in for the paycheck and to like give us a little bit about her divorce and that's it. No, she's like, she feels like she wants to be there. She's having fun. She's actually like way more low key than like a lot of them, you know, like at the end of the
She's
day.
shocking.
And
You know why? Because she's confident. She is who she is.
Yeah.
It's like she's Rachel Zoe. She is who she is. She's being really cool about it. Her divorce, her kids. She's being really honest about everything, and that's what we want to see, rather than like Sutton the cover up, you know, or Amanda pretending she's on the phone talking to her assistant. It's probably like the pizza man.
Exactly. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see Rachel Zoe knock Kyle out of her position.
No, Kyle's not going to get knocked out. She's like Andy Cohen.
She's friends with them. Like, she's truly off camera friends with Kathy and friends with Kyle. She's not going to do that. She knows it's not the politically right thing to do, and she wouldn't do it. I think that's what's great about her. Actually, I think she could read the room.
Yeah, I think the one thing that I'm curious about with her, like if she were to be on this for 2, 3, 4 seasons, is like, you can't be on a Housewives for that long without getting into the muck and the drama.
Right.
And I don't think she wants to do that.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, I mean, just like Jennifer Tilly is sort of this season, it's like you kind of get dragged into it, whether you like it or not, because I think the other women start to be like, wait a second, you're around here, you are getting probably paid more than me, like for your first season, and I have to like put it all out there and be messy and chaotic and disliked by the audience. At a certain point, like that becomes a factor with somebody like Rachel Zoe. So
100%.
I'm not sure how that looks, but I'm curious to see.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm also wondering too, like, who's clocking it, right? Like, is anybody really in their heart of hearts feeling a little threatened by her too? Because she's such a fan favorite. Everybody online is talking about what a breath of fresh she is, how awesome it is to have her on our screens again. So, like, is Erica feeling a certain way about it then? Is Sutton going to feel...
Yeah.
But I think the other side of that is, like, you're either threatened by it or you know that you can benefit by having, like, friendly proximity to her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like I think for Dorit, somebody who, like, who has wanted to be taken seriously as, like, a fashion girly forever, same with Erica.
Yeah.
Being associated with Rachel Zoe... You're in they're going to be in the Hamptons together later in the season. Like, that's fucking gold if you're Dorit Kempis. You know what I mean? And so, like, and it'd be gold for me. You know, it's like, that's not a criticism of her. Like, the things I would do to be hopping around the Hamptons with Rachel Zoe. Okay?
Oh my God.
Like,
I would need a whole new wardrobe. I'd need a stylist.
Beyond.
Just for that trip.
They're stepping it up. They're stepping it up for her. And then, do you watch the after show? Because the after show is very revealing. It's like Rachel Zoe. Who is she with? She's with
Erica.
Oh, she's with Erica?
Because Dorit and Bose aren't Dorit and Bose together?
Oh, Dorit
and Bose are together.
And then Kyle's with Amanda. I thought that was
summer.
She's the only friend of hers.
Yeah. I don't think any of them want to be with her. And that's Amanda's issue. Yeah.
Speaking of which, I would love your thoughts on Bose, because I feel like she is the most powerful, fabulous woman of them all, and she gets such terrible stories. Like, I cannot believe that she has a weird edit. Yeah, she's just not. I think she is just so impressive of a person, and we just get so little of her. I'm curious for your thoughts.
I agree. I love Bose, but she also doesn't really want to get in the muck, I don't think, with the drama, and so we do have to get her personal story. But, like, the personal story, I love that she's, like, gonna get engaged, and she, like, the guy Keely seems great, but, like, the efforts to have a baby, like, for the second season in a row, like, I think it's interesting to some extent to hear about that, because she's of a certain age, but also, like, does it feel realistic? And, like, it just feels like kind of like a thrown in thing every other episode for 2 minutes, and I agree. There's, like, something missing.
But no, let's get Bose is the one who clocked Amanda first.
Oh, yeah. She has good intuition.
She clocked her right off the bat.
Also, she's a real corporate professional, and she was like, okay, don't like dazzle me with the word money 5 times. Like, what are we talking about money? Like,
I think that Amanda is a good opportunity for somebody like Bose to get into personal stuff, because the stakes are so low. You know, it's like nobody, like, it's not risky, and so she's gonna go for it, because it's also, like, so obviously, like, BS what she's peddling, and
it's such BS. It's crazy to me.
She clocked it.
But and, you know, just very quickly, because I definitely want to hear your thoughts on Traitors. Like, unfortunately for Dorit, she overplayed her hand. You know, and that episode, and we can't say it's just an edit. That was tough. I mean, that was, you know, no matter how likable or unlikable somebody is, they've lost a child. It is the most awful thing in the world. There isn't. I was almost like screaming at my TV as if I was watching something like sports. I was like, Dorit, just shut up. Like, just shut up. And that's not made up. That's not an edit. Like, she kept talking. She probably talked more than what they showed.
Yeah.
Right. It's like it's one thing for her to start going down that road, and then Amanda to be like, FYI, like, I'm not really interested in talking about this because this is the anniversary.
Yeah.
And then to stop. That would have been understandable. People would have understood. You didn't know.
Right.
We can continue this conversation later. But she just kept going.
But
I was shocked.
couldn't
I was
believe it.
shocked.
It was
I was
shocking.
shocked.
it was really shocking. So I'm not sure, it was funny, not funny, not hot, none of that is funny, but the three of us on the podcast and together in our group chat, which was what spawned this podcast, were like, wow, Dorit's having a great season. I'm loving Dorit.
And she
We're
was
like,
her.
she's so refreshing. She's taking control of her life. She's being powerful with PK. We were like we were going up a roller coaster. We were like, woohoo, like our arms up in the air, like we love Dorit. And then we were like, uh-oh.
I'm like, I was just thinking, I'm like, oh my God, Dorit. I'm like, just stop talking, please.
You're so right, Gibson, though, inevitably.
Yeah, she's always going to be putting her foot in her mouth at some point, or just talking too much. If she goes on for too long, and inevitably she says the wrong thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's a
All right,
Dorit that we know.
it is.
That's the Dorit we know and love.
All right, I have to get your thoughts on Traitors. We're loving it. We always love it.
Loving.
What's not to
Loving.
love? Okay, let's start. First of all, again, these gals don't watch Potomac. How much are
but I know Candace.
But how much are we loving Candace on our screens again? It's like she's
killing
the
it.
best. I've missed her.
She is killing it.
She's killing it.
She's killing it, and I think one thing that's like always exciting about the Traitors, regardless of what season it is the idea that like some of our favorite Bravo people will be exposed to like a much wider audience, and people will fall in love with them, and just like the ripple effect, the trickle down effect of that is like exciting. And she's somebody who I was like, I feel like non-Bravo watchers do not know who Candace is. Yeah. But now they do, and she's getting so much screen time, and she's like really delivering on what her strengths are, which are like she's really good at confessionals. She has this heart too. Like at roundtables, we've seen her like when she stuck up for Tiffany, and when she she's had really great moments, and she's just playing a good game. So I'm
playing
I'm
a good
happy for
game.
her.
Let's talk about the other two Traitors. What do you think about Rob and Lisa?
I did not watch Rob's season of Love Island. It's why I started watching Love Island, because it was so popular.
It's so good.
God.
It's so good.
At some point, I do need to go back and watch season 6.
You
It's
do.
a really good season.
do.
I had really low expectations of him, because I kind of judged a book by its cover, and I kind of assumed that he was just kind of this like dumb jock who was really hot. But like, he is like extremely smart, and he's playing a really savvy game, I think. And honestly, his good looks are like, as Rinna said somewhere, she was like, I feel distracted in the castle by how good looking he is.
I mean,
who wouldn't?
We're all Dorinda at breakfast going, I love your overalls.
But I will tell you, if you watch Love Island, I didn't like him on Love Island. He was like an asshole. He was like the good-looking asshole. So I didn't walk in loving him on Traitors. And then Traitors, he's smart. He's a great game player, and he's charming.
By the way,
Is he like? So did he like recap? Like, what's he doing differently? Is he like? Does he feel like a different person?
Everything.
To you?
No, he's doing everything differently.
I think he's the same exact guy.
No.
He's very
really?
reserved.
Okay,
But he
Yes,
wasn't. He wasn't.
He wasn't in. He was. It's different. He was
It's
in
a different
love.
game. It's a
He
different
was
game.
in like relationships, and he was just super
Right.
straight and super reserved, and all the things he is now. Bring them into a relationship, and it looks really different. And I think he plays it so well because of who he is. He's just this slick guy, kind of. He's thinking. He's always thinking, and he's always kind of calculating.
Interesting.
But yeah, he didn't have a great run on Love Island.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't commiserating when he got voted off.
No,
But he,
that doesn't sound like it. Doesn't
but
sound
he's,
like it.
but I'm
he's been
definitely-
great on Traitors.
He's fantastic on Traitors, and I'm loving Lisa Rinna on Traitors. Like, loving her on Traitors.
I mean, talk about somebody. This is like a theme of this podcast.
yeah.
Who needed time away. I was a huge advocate for Lisa Rinna to be off Beverly Hills. She did not. She could not see the forest from the trees. She was. It was not going well for her at the end of her run on Beverly Hills, and it was time for her to leave. A couple years away, I am so happy to have that woman back on my screen. Albeit it's a different environment, of course, but like she is delivering everything you want from her.
Totally.
She is just being fantastic. It feels like vintage Rinna versus, again, what we left off with her. And I do think, though, not to give him too much credit, but like I think that Colton had a really good point about her at the round tables, which is like she's not being herself at the round tables. Because going into the season, I'm sure you guys felt the same. I was like, oh, we're gonna get like iconic Rinna moments where she's like doing the Phaedra thing where it's like, like just like going with your words, and like she's been so good at that on Housewives. But she hasn't been good about that in the moment at the round tables.
No,
and
she's not
it's fascinating.
great on her feet at the round table. Like I felt like even this week, she didn't do first of all, she had this moment with Colton, and it was just the two of them, right?
Yeah.
So he confronts her before the round table, and then he does it again at the round table. Why didn't she expose him then? Like, she didn't hit back at all. Like, she could have sat at that round table and said, well, I'm going to tell everybody here about the conversation that you and I just had 3 hours ago.
She made a video.
If you're such a faithful, you're going to throw all the faithfuls under the bus to make a deal with me? Like,
she made a video.
Phaedra would have done that.
Phaedra would have done that.
In the video, she said, she's like, you know what, guys? You're right. I should have done it. I didn't think of it. It didn't even hit me.
Oh, interesting.
But of course, I'm watching it back, and I'm like, why didn't I say that?
Right.
She said, she did. Yeah.
Yeah, because all she was saying was like, I'm a faithful, I'm not a traitor. I'm a faithful, you're a traitor. Like, that's all she was saying, you know?
She was like looking around the table, she goes,
which is nothing.
Because I'm a faithful. I'm faithful. I mean, I was like, well,
and that's
here
when
we
she's
go.
acting. Like, that's when she's acting, you know? It's like, we know that from Housewives when she's not
I
doing.
do think, though, Colton woke up Dorinda. Because all of a sudden, Dorinda thought, oh, wait a second. She's not acting like Rinna.
Well, you know what, Joel? She was also interviewed, and she said, I heard it today, and she said she's not onto her.
Really?
Andy asked her directly. He's like, so is that when you come onto her? And she takes a minute, she pauses, she's
Dorinda.
like, no.
See, Dorinda is too Housewives loyal, probably to her own detriment.
It's
you know, because right now, think about it. She had two other faithful housewives in there with her, Portia and Stanberry, who are both out. And now she has her fellow housewives in there who she's going to stay loyal to, and they're both traitors. And she has no idea.
True. They're going to keep Dorinda. They're going to keep Dorinda. So they're like, we'll go to the end, the three of us.
Dorinda, Dorinda's also like, it's like the charade school of playing traitors. It's like she kind of knows what she's doing. You know, it's like she knew a little bit about it. She got on a plane to Scotland and is like, okay, here I am serving looks, and I'm at breakfast.
And this is her second time there.
It's her second time. It's her second time. So there are times. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to open a whole other can of worms because apparently there's another edit for Dorinda that we're not seeing. That was connected to the whole Ron thing. But it's funny to me. She strikes me as like a charade. It's like, Dorinda, like, let's go. Like, get in the game.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, my God. I know.
No, something supposedly Thursday. They said this is like the big episode. Something major happens. Like, there's an explosive fight. They said that has never happened before on Traitors.
Thoughts on what it is?
Apparently it's like the best episode of American Traitors. Like,
I can't wait.
Ever.
I can't wait.
It's the banquet. So I'm... And, like, the preview looks like it's not just dramatic because somebody touches the brooch. It looks like there's, like, almost like a Housewives-type fight across the dinner table.
Which I agree.
We love
a housewife fight.
And also, I have to say, I do think it might be over for Rinna, too. Like, I'm not sure
I think
she
her days
makes
are
it
numbered.
past. I think her days are numbered.
Yeah.
I think once your name gets... But that's what happened to Phaedra. Once your name gets mentioned like that, people start thinking and clocking
Totally.
you.
By the way,
like
did you
everyone who voted for Ron could carry their votes over to her easily.
Yeah,
totally. Do you guys hear about how they do the outfitting for everybody? Did you see that? Did you hear about that? So you have to you pick. So when you're selected, you pick 10 outfits, and you have to, like, with the producers, show them every single outfit. And they take pictures of all your outfits. They have all the contestants' outfits, and then they tell you what to wear on each day.
Oh.
So like
they
they pick, and they tell you when you're going to wear it. And they will actually nix some of your outfits, too. They'll say, like, you can't wear that, bring that,
You know what? That makes sense because I think it was the same day that Alan showed up in that fabulous sleeveless sweater with the writing on it. Colton was in a sleeveless sweater vest that day, too.
Oh, interesting. That's funny. They matched them.
The Colton of it all.
Well, we're running out of time, guys. Let's get Gibson's closing hot take.
Yes.
Your favorite show.
Or something you think we should be watching that we're not, or something you're super excited about coming up. Your thoughts. Hot take.
I mean, I think that Summer House is, like, probably the best show on Bravo outside of Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
I think that it has, like, in a similar way to Potomac, with that, like, it sort of started out as the underdog show. Nobody really watched it, and it sort of had some breakthrough moments. Summer House is on, like, I think, like, an unheard of trajectory. It's had, like, an amazing last 5 seasons, like, with... like just like anecdotally, like the people in my life who care about Summer House, who don't watch anything else on Bravo, it's like really unreal. Like it's just people have really grown to really like be so attached to the show and this group of people. which obviously makes me like so happy that they have In the City coming up after Summer House.
Same.
Yeah.
And so like this season, like, you know, before the Kyle and Amanda news came out, it was like, what are they going to have for season 10? You know, like this is going to be like a swan song and just, you know, whatever. No, like, this is maybe going to be the best season of Summer House yet, because it's like we've had these big breakups. We've had Lindsay and Carl, we've had Paige and Craig, we've had Wes and Sierra, which have all been really big deals and like made for great TV. But Kyle and Amanda they're the blueprint of Summer House.
They are the show.
Yeah, they're the show. And so it's this weird poetic moment where it's like Summer House is reaching this milestone 10th season, and the central couple that has had so many ups and downs over the past 10 years, literally, that we've watched all of them, they're finally breaking up. And it's just like, it's kind of like, it kind of breaks my brain a little bit to think about. And I don't think they like did it for the show because they're getting this spin-off and you have to have interest. You have to get, you know, generate interest for what that looks like. I do think it was like a natural break for them, and it just all came together. But like, it's this weird perfect storm that's happening with Summer House right now. And like, I am extremely locked in, but it is, I think that it's going to be like probably one of the biggest shows of the year, and just it's going to deliver. It 100% is.
I agree. And I think it's going to be this amazing launch pad for In the City. You know, you're right. Like, it's not, I don't think it is going to be a swan song. I think it's going to be like, here, these people are now migrating over, and everything that everybody's always been asking for. Like, we want to see them during the winter. We're going to see them, you know? It's like, I'm excited for it.
I'm so curious.
And I'm a little
just
heartbroken.
so curious when that happens. I'm curious when they decide. Like, do they decide at the end of the summer and then they drive back separately to their different apartments in New York? Did they decide on In the City at some point, like in the fall?
Oh, that's
Nobody
true.
really knows the actual timeline of it.
No.
Right.
I think they're gonna do like they did last year. I mean, like what they did with Carl and
Lindsay.
They like ended it. They said like, oh, this is what everyone's doing, and all of a sudden it was like 6 weeks later, and then they're all gonna pile into like someone's apartment. And then she's going to tell the story how he stayed out all night with his friends, and then it's going to go, you know, In the City coming, and then we're going to continue that story. That's how I think they're going to introduce In the City.
And even though we all knew this was how it was going to go, and this was really the only ending for Amanda and Kyle, it makes me sad.
I know.
There's like a little sadness around it.
Definitely. It's like you kind of, the writing was on the wall, and like it's something that everybody's been saying, and it's probably it was meant to be this way. But it is sad, and I do ultimately really like both of them individually. Like, I've known them since season 1.
Oh my god, back in the day.
Like, I've interviewed them together probably 5 or 6 times, and so like, it's and they had really great moments as a couple. But ultimately, I just don't think they were meant to be together in the long run. And Kyle's also just like clearly still very focused on the business, and that is like that is, I think, is his true partner in life, honestly. And I don't even mean that like that. And maybe he's realizing that, you know, like he's pursuing all of the, Amanda was asking him to stay home and not go out, and then he starts a DJ career, you know, like he can't really help
that was
himself.
ridiculous. That was crazy.
Yeah. But it was wildly successful, and so he's pursuing it. And because that's his true, you know.
You're right. That is his true relationship. His true relationship is his career and success.
And we've always sort
and
of
recognition and all that,
Yeah.
you know.
He's been, he hasn't really
Listen,
lied
they grew
about
up
that.
together, and hopefully they're going to get to a point. I mean, it could get ugly. There's no prenup. There's business. There's debt involved. You know, there's all kinds of stuff. I hope it doesn't go that way. But I hope what happens is they grew up together, and they can look back on it and be like,
that's a good way
we
to put
really grew to be adults in this relationship, and you brought out this in me, which was great, and I brought out that in you, which was great, and we're both going to go on to other great stuff. Let's see. Anyway, Gibson, we could talk to you for hours.
This was
so fun.
This was fantastic.
Thank you so much for having me. This is so much fun.
Gibson, I want to leave you with one final like visual as we end this. Close your eyes and think about Johnny Weir running into Rob's arms, and that is the image we should all leave with today.
Heaven.
Because
I mean, don't we all want to be Johnny Weir in that situation?
We all want to be. We all want to be.
We all.
Before we let
In
you
the
go.
words of Rachel Zoe, I die. Okay?
I die.
Perfect way to end it.
Perfect. Before we let you go, plug your stuff, please. Tell us
Yes.
tell everybody where they can find you, where they can watch you. Say it all.
Of course, I have a podcast called Gabbing with Gib, where is available wherever you get this great podcast. And usually 2 episodes a week. The Traitors like is kind of adding a lot more to it, so it's like 3 or 4 sometimes these days. But yeah, I sometimes interview the Bravo celebrities. I've had some of the new Vanderpump Rules people
Great
on,
guests.
the Valley Persian style. I'm sure I'll have some Summer House people on. So Gabbing with Gib, wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah.
Perfect. It's my
Fantastic.
favorite. It is my favorite. I love it. I look for it every
Thank you
day
so
in my
much.
queue.
It's so nice.
Thank you so much.
This was awesome.
Great
Thanks so
to
much.
chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Gibson.